Hey everybody, Jim and Chris from IGN Movies talking to you about A-Team, our Rewind Theater. Obviously the 80s TV show brought to the 21st century. And right here we get our first look at Liam Neeson as Colonel John Hannibal Smith.
Doing his absolute best impression of Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid.
That's right, a rain-swept military graveyard, which would suggest there's a darker motivation going on here.
Yeah. He's about to kick some ass for something.
They're getting busted out of military prison by who? We would imagine Murdoch, since on the TV show he wasn't convicted. He was in the mental institution. Now our first look at Bradley Cooper as Lieutenant Templeton Face Peck.
He's attractive.
And then
Fast
coming
cars, always a good thing. We like those.
And right here, yep, that's what we're all waiting for. There is a mohawk in this, and that's Quentin Rampage Jackson as B.A. Baracus.
I miss Mr. T.
Now, what's that right there?
A nice little tattoo that says "Pity," which obviously gets a pretty cool little payoff later in the trailer as well.
And then we see coming up here, right there is Mr. T's character B.A. on the show was sort of the fix-it. I think Hannibal would joke that you could do anything. He could fix anything but dinner. And the cigar, a nice nod to George Papard, and then boom, there.
We got Murdoch with a nice little reference to the airborne hat, rocking a southern accent for the South African actor.
Yeah, Charlton Copley from District 9. And then here.
This is awesome. They kept the old van, nice little reference there. They didn't upgrade it to some military Hummer.
The '83 GMC.
Yep.
There we go. Everyone wants that.
Couple of action shots coming up, and this little hero shot.
And then right here we see Jessica Biel, our first shot of her as Lieutenant Souza, who is the A-Team's antagonist. She's chasing after them, and we'll find out there's...
Looking very badass and in charge right there.
All right. A lot of the flipping cars and stuff coming up.
A lot of action here, not
just
so
like
much
the
on the
TV.
story details.
Well, real bad attitude, obviously, a nickname to BA. Flipping Jeeps and everything. That's right out of the opening of the show. Now, Lieutenant Souza and Face appear to have a
romantic encounter, maybe a romantic past, and those two people are too hot for the screen, so we'll move on.
Well, Face could talk his way into and out of anything. So.
Right.
There we go.
Great line, great line. Good little reference here. If you'll notice the tattoo on the hand, we think it says fool, could say something else, but it would certainly go along with pity the fool.
Right, and you'll notice there are soldiers standing behind them, and it would presume that they're in special forces, and those guys can kind of mix.
Yeah, it could
That's
be towards the
obviously
beginning
a nod
of the
to
film,
the TV
potentially.
credits. Yeah, that they can mix their wardrobe and stuff. So. And Murdoch flying.
A little bit of his humor here.
Yep. And then
obviously,
boom.
sort of, you'll notice right there, we've got our A-Team inside a Marine aircraft inside a tank, which is being chased by a UAV bomber. So.
And now let's go back though and look. A Marine plane. They were Army guys on the show. Does this mean they've been changed to the Marines? If so, that would be the one big change in an otherwise pretty faithful.
Yeah, this trailer is fairly light on story details, so it's hard to know whether they've changed them to Marines or whether they're still Army. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's so far though. This looks very much like the show, except on a much grander scale. And
of course, who hasn't shot down a plane from a falling tank?
Well, we'll know if plan comes together on June 11th. Thanks, guys.